Today I'm bringing you part 4 of my complete golf swing improvement guide. And this guide I started with talking about how important the setup is and went step by step through there, ways in which you can simplify your setup so that you can more easily improve your golf game. And then talking about impact in the second video and how the body works in the third. Today we're going to talk about switching between golf clubs, which is really one of the most important aspects of the game, and really where my setup for impact method really simplifies the golf swing. Simply because we're setting up for impact, when we set up for each different club, you're automatically going to be setting up correctly. And so we're going to talk about that today in this video. First, do me a huge favor, hit the red subscribe button below to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to accept notifications, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I also respond to all your reasonable questions and comments in the comment section below. So quick recap. We talked in the previous videos about the importance of setting up with the trailing arm at least to the elbow in line or on the same plane as the golf club. The setting up like that, because at impact everybody's in that position where the wrists are in an ulnar deviated position, otherwise known as uncocked. So we're setting up in that position because we're going to be there at impact, and from there we're swinging the club back and through on a single plane, so it goes back on the same plane and through on the same plane, which makes it a single plane swing motion. And you can see here that would be a single plane. This is not a single plane, or what some people do, that is not a single plane. And when you set up conventionally here and make impact there, it's not going to be close to a swing that's moving on a single plane. So I teach you how to set up for impact, which makes impact a lot easier, which we talked about. If you watch the second video, I give you the 4 advantages of getting the grip leading through impact, which includes a square club face through impact, a flat spot, as well as a straight spot through impact, and it's what allows you to consistently hit the center of the club face. So today I have a wedge, a 7-iron, and a 5-wood. I'm just going to quickly show you the differences between the two and how to go about setting up for each of these. When I set up for the wedge shot, again, I'm always finding my ulnar deviated position where the wrists are uncocked, so it looks like this. I customize the way we hold the club to fit each individual golfer, so you can see my grip. And again, the strength of grip depends on the individual and as well as your past golf experience. Don't try to exactly copy another golfer. And then as I'm getting set up, so when I set up, my arms, you can see, are extended here, and the club's in alignment or on the same plane as my trailing right arm. And then as I bend forward, you can see when the trailing elbow is touching my body here, then I can see where the club is on the ground. And so if I make a couple practice swings, I can also find my distance from the ball. My ball position with the wedge is going to be pretty much in the center to just slightly forward of center. And so it looks like that. So that's the distance from the ball with the wedge. If I grab the 7-iron, you'll see that same setup. All of a sudden, because of this angle here and the length of the club, you can see that all of a sudden I need to have a little bit more distance from the ball. And when I make the same swing though, however, on a single plane back and through, then the club's hitting the ground a little bit farther away, and we want to move the ball slightly forward in the stance. But because of the setup here, we don't have to compensate in going from here to here at impact. We're already set up for impact, hence the name set up for impact. And with the 5-wood, you can see, keep my same position. All of a sudden I'm much farther away. And again, though the alignment and the orientation of the trailing arm and hand to the golf club is the same at setup as it's going to be at impact, which means we can easily find our distance from the ball, and ball position is going to gradually move forward from the shorter clubs to longer clubs, where with the driver it'll be off the lead foot. regardless of which club you're hitting, the swing is the same. We're going to swing back and down on a single plane and attempt to make impact with the hands leading. My drills at setupforimpact.com on the website teach you how to do this and how to customize this concept to fit every single person. A lot of schools coming up also around the country, and big discounts on the schools right at the moment for early sign up, so check that out. So I'm not really warmed up, but I'm gonna hit a couple for you here with the pitching wedge, the 7-iron, and the 5-wood. Hopefully I can get trot tip tracer to work. Kind of aimed here between or at the edge of this bigger tree in front of me, kind of between trees. So I'll use my practice swings, try and get a feel for where I'm hitting the ground, and then set up. Get a perfect stop. That was dead straight. And that's the pitching wedge of my Callaway Maverick Pro irons. Again, for me, it's really important getting set up. Once I feel like I'm set up properly, another one right on top of the other. Oh, a few feet to the right. I can make that one. So this isn't really the best angle for analyzing the swing plane, since the camera's lined up in a position for the shot tracer app instead of being on plane. And so just wanted to show you here one of the goals of this simplified way to swing a golf club set up for impact is to actually set up with the club, and you can see the orientation of my right trailing arm with the club shaft here from this viewpoint. And you'll see when I take it back, you're going to see it's really on an extension of that at the top. It's actually moving on a single plane back and through, or very close to it. And you'll see that when I get back to impact, really you'll see, or should see, how exactly matching the right arm orientation is to the club shaft at impact. You'll notice my body's a little bit more turned than it was at setup, of course, and that's if you saw the previous video on the body motion, you see that's what we really need to do in order to make great impact. So really I'm just matching that setup and impact. You can see, again, look at the right arm. You can see how exactly it matches at both setup and impact, and that's one of the keys, and that's what I teach you how to do in my system. Also notice how well spine angle is maintained throughout the swing, almost exactly, and that's another part of the system and simplifying impact and the way we swing a golf club. You also notice if I draw a line on my belt there, you also notice how level the hips are staying throughout the swing from setup to impact, along with spine angle, my head position, and the arm orientation to the golf club. Grab the 7-iron. I'm on the back of the range here in Royal Palm Beach, Florida, and this is just better for sunlight. The grass isn't so great, but doesn't matter. So with the 7-iron, again, I'm just going to get a feel. Same swing that I made with the wedge, back on plane, through on the same plane. Beauty. A hair left of where the other ones went. Be about a 25-footer. Really good strike though. Just trying to get through perfect impact. That's dead perfect. So looking at the 7-iron from the face-on view, a couple things that I'm looking for at setup. You can see the club in alignment with my leading arm, and the ball position with the 7-iron you'll see is a little bit forward. If this is middle, it's a couple balls forward of middle. You can see how my head is positioned here over the right half of my stance, and my leading hip is a little bit more to the left than is conventionally taught. Backswing, you see me just rotating around my spine, and you're going to see a really big part that I'm looking for, especially when people are sending in videos as part of my online coaching program. You'll see as the arm's going to be going up. If we watch the legs, you'll see the legs as the arm's still going up. You see the shift of the legs. So if you watch the leading leg, you see it's shifting to the left as the club is still going back. So the club's still moving back. For a few frames, the hips are going forward. So the hips start going forward a few frames before the club goes back. So my drills, starting with short swings, teach you how to do this. And then we're looking, really, the club's obviously lagging behind the alignment of the left arm that we had at setup. So at setup, it was a straight line. This angle is created with the body motion and through practicing the drills. And as I come in, you can see, so I would be checking this on your own swing. So at home, if you film your own swing with the V1 app, you only need the free version. You can check it out. We want to see the club lagging at this point. You can see my hands opposite my trailing leg. And as we come into impact, I still want to see at impact the club is trailing the alignment of the leading arm. So there's still lag at impact, and I want to see it in front of that leading leg. My head's still back in the same position where it started, and so that's critical. My hips have worked open. I want to see the legs both straightening here through impact. That doesn't mean they have to be straight at impact, but I want to see them straightening. And you see the club fully released here after impact. And again, another position looking here, the extension through impact, very important, obviously, as well, and a full, and then turning through to a full finish. That's dead perfect. That's a birdie. And then we hit a couple 5-woods. Try to get the feel for the longer club here. Same swing, same setup. Make sure the club's in alignment. That was dead perfect. Hopefully the shot tracer is going to work on that. Sometimes these trees get in the way. That was a perfect shot. Get one more, same swing. Oh, that was perfect. Can't hit it any better than that. Oh, that was perfect. Can't hit it any better than that. Hope I don't hit anyone on the front of the ring. No. So thank you very much for watching. Please visit my website, setuprimpact.com. There I have online memberships which allow me to guide you through the process of customizing this simple concept to fit your own game, to allow for the fastest improvement possible. So the Platinum membership allows you to submit videos for my review, and you have access to bonus content which I put out every week or so, as well as other features including live sessions, and gives you a discount on my schools. Again, pop any comments or questions in the box below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.